Alright, we just showed you the session on how to clean this barrel, and we got the barrel nice and clean. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just throw a little bit of oil on it now. I like to throw a little bit of oil on it. I use my fingers to oil my stuff down with. I like to oil the barrel down just a little bit, oil the front of it down, put a little bit on the fingertip there. It's not going to hurt anything. Oil this down here, oil these spots down, and I mean just a light coating now, nothing that's going to nothing major. You know, you don't want the gun flying out of your hand when you're trying to use it. But there's nothing wrong with a nice light coat of oil, and that just keeps it protected, keep it nice and smooth and lubricated and the whole 9 yards. You got a little excess on there, you want to wipe it off on the side, you can. Alright, the barrel's done. I'm going to set it over here to the side, and right here with the spring unit, and all I do is usually with this is I'll take some of this solvent that's in the spray bottle, spray a little bit on there, just a tiny bit, brush, clean it real good. All we're doing is trying to knock off any kind of deposits or dirt that's on this thing. And like I said earlier before, if you are, and this is a pretty sturdy napkin right here. These Zaxby's napkins, it's free advertisement for Zaxby's, but these Zaxby's napkins are really good. They don't fall apart. I wouldn't suggest doing this with just anything, but the last thing you want to do is have lint or anything like that get caught up in here, or get caught up in where this bore is right here, or down in this area. You don't want anything to get caught up in there. Okay, so I've cleaned it up. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of oil lightly right in here, not a whole lot, and just a little bit right there, not a massive amount. And it's really kind of hard to work this with your fingers. I just kind of rub it in there a little bit, and just I like getting into it. I like getting in there and just getting with it. I don't have a problem with it. It's okay. So we've got it all nice and lubed there. We'll set that off to the side. Now, here's our slide, and this is the top part of the weapon. And right here's your firing pin unit, all these things, all the intricacies of that, little spring loader back there, and everything else. What I like to do, or what I usually do, is I just sit this thing down, and I just spray the goods to it. Spray it on there, buddy. Spray it on. Spray on. And then just take it off back to the side here and just start working on it. Work it with a brush all in this area. So this is where a lot of your deposits get in here, right there in that area. Clean that. Now, let me just say this right off the bat. I am not a gun expert. And if you're watching this, and you might be saying to yourself, you are making a big mistake doing that, my friend. Well, please, leave me a comment. I mean, don't be mean. Don't be cruel, you know. Don't be arrogant. But I am not by any means. This is how I do it, okay? And so this might not be the way you do it. You may know a better way. And you may say, hey, look, there's something you're doing wrong there. Please, I welcome any comments at all about that. All I'm trying to do is just show you how I do it. And this might not be the correct way, but this is the way I know how to do it. And now I just take this down. Let's go down with it. I used to use cloth, but I found that cloth gets more lint and stuff in there than anything else. And since I love Zaxby's so much, I can go in there and order me a thing of wings and get me quite a few handfuls of their napkins. And I just come home and use paper towels and keep the napkins for cleaning my guns. So it's a win-win, right? Okay, so we got that all cleaned out. All I've done was just hit the vitals. You know, like I said, I'm just showing you what I do here. Hit this area. Right here is a very important spot. This spring right here. Make sure we get it nice and clean. Make sure all that's nice and clean. And pop out there. Take a little bit of oil, put it on your fingers. Like to rub down the tops of the slide here, right here where the slide meets the body, the base of it, right there. Put a little bit right here on top. Slide up and down on that. A little bit in the spring. and a little bit right behind it on the other side of it. Now you gotta be very careful here, because put too much, it's gonna come out this hole right here. And I think that's what that is, the oil hole, if I'm not badly mistaken. I'm not sure. I usually just put a little bit right on top. Usually you might want to put it like that and then turn it upside down. I felt it come through the other side, so you can feel it dripping through the gun. Now that's a good thing, and it's a bad thing, because like me, I like to wear my weapon everywhere I go. I live in Tennessee. We have open carry laws here, so I can carry my weapon anywhere as I want to, as long as I got my permit. And I open carry at all times. I just believe in it. I believe it helps people understand more what you're doing, and enlightens them in their right to own and to bear arms, the Second Amendment rights. So anyways, clean that, get that oil down, and I'm going to set this off to the side. Now it's got a little bit of extra grease on it. And the reason why I said it's bad is because sometimes you'll be carrying it. I carry mine to church. I have my nice church clothes on, and then next thing you know, I'm looking. I got a nice little patch of oil on my church clothes because I put too much on there. All right, we got to hurry up here. Once again, we can't do this fast now, can we? Okay, here's your whole base unit. It's everything. That's where your chamber goes. I mean, your mag goes. This is right here near the firing pin area. This is actually your safety and some other areas. So what I do is I just spray it down. Spray it down, folks. Spray it down. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Take your brush, brush it out. Brush it out. Brush the tops. This is polymer, which is just a strong plastic is what it is. So you're not going to hurt anything. This is not going to, you're not going to lose anything by doing this. And really, you don't even really have to go as far as to do what I'm doing right now. You know, I like to keep this area clean here too, as you can see right in there. I like to keep this area right here nice and clean because there's a lot of deposits in there. Comes off your mag. But really it's just a nice strong plastic is all it is, so you're not going to kill anything by not doing it. That's why I like polymer. There's nothing wrong with polymer. People, I hear them all the time, blah, 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 blah. Polymer is fine. It's as strong as metal. It's light. It doesn't hurt anything. It doesn't affect your shooting. It's just, thank God for polymer, man. I'm not an old school guy when it comes to carrying a weapon, but there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, we got that done. Just going to hit it real good here, and I might just end up, cleaning it up a little bit better after I'm done here. I'm doing this for time constraints now. All right, we got all that taken care of. Take a little bit of oil on your fingertips. Just lube this area right here where your slide goes up and down through here, just like that, right that. Catch a little bit right here on the back of the base, right here. See, and then put you a little bit of oil right there. That'll work right there, and that'll work right there like that. Okay, now we'll put it back together again. Okay, first thing we want to do, see that little ridge up here? Just set that down right in there like this. Boom, it goes right in there. It fits right in there like a glove. Can't help it. It's awesome. This spring, big part goes in right here, little part goes right here. You just push it back until it sets in there behind that arm. See there? Bingo. Nothing to it, man. Wipe it down a little bit. Take it. Slide it back onto here. It'll actually slide. It won't even slide on there. It'll slide on here toward the back end. Push it all the way in. It should go right in there perfectly like that. Then cock it back all the way, holding your safety down. You gotta remember, you got the safety back here. You gotta hold it down. Once you do that, flip your arm back down, release that again, and pull the trigger. And that is it. You have cleaned your gun successfully. Now you pop your mag back in, and boom, you're ready to rock and roll. And that's how you clean your XD40. And I hope that's helped you learn something. Hope you got something out of this. And this is Jeff Peach. And